Hello and good morning everyone. My name is Iza Shafinas binti Islam. So the dangerous thing I would like to do is hiking Mount Everest. I think it is very dangerous to me because Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. So about 300 people reported died attempting to reach the summit. I really want to challenge myself physically and mentally. I also like to take risks and want to be physically strong and overcome my inner fear and weakness because I'm not confident when I'm in a high place. And also I want to be healthy, and by doing these activities it can help my body keep fit. And I also love to see the beauty of nature, so I can see a very beautiful scenery when I get to the top of Mountain Everest. Other than that, I want to feed crocodile because I love to see crocodile. I knew it was very dangerous because it could cause me to be devoured by it, but I really want to see it in front of my eyes, not only in television. I want to feel the moment by taking close-up pictures of crocodiles eating. And I'm very sure by doing these things, it can make me happy. Although these two things are considered dangerous to me and maybe to others, but I believe that I can happy by doing these things. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. The most dangerous thing I would like to do is skydiving. For some people, sitting in a perfect aeroplane, enjoying the views and taking in the experience would be enough. But for me, that's not enough to enjoy the views on the aeroplane. I also want to feel the happiness and excitement of seeing the world through the sky and feeling the strong wind. When I look at the people on YouTube or social media or television, that's the skydiving. I want to calm my body and my brain, which I can forget about the problem that I have and enjoy the view and feel calm just for a minute. I want to feel a much more relaxing sensation of weightlessness under a canopy. Want to hear just how quiet it and have a few minutes to take in the incredible view and feel what it's like to fly. When we do skydiving, we can feel the adrenaline flow in our body. Adrenaline helps us survive in extreme situations, kicking in when your brain senses danger. This intense hormone circulates through the body, forcing drastic physical change in seconds, but adrenaline can have some pretty cool effect. Adrenaline heightens awareness and energy level, increasing cognitive function. This burst of clarity allows us to view the world in a whole new light, which can help me change how I think about life. I hope I can get a chance to do skydiving one day because since I just a student, skydiving take much cost and I not have enough money and have a specific place that we can do. That's all from me about dangerous thing I would like to do.
Hi, and so for me, I always really want to do dangerous thing, such as rock swing if I had a chance, at least once in my life. But I also afraid the height and the feeling that you couldn't get off the rope. One fact about myself, I am a person who loves extreme sports such as hiking and climbing mountains so much. Talking about rope swing, there's only one rope swing spot which popular among tourist destination in Kuala Kubu Baru that can catch my eyes, but I never get to go there. And it was close to my house. But there's an accident where one of their customers fall from the rope swing in 2020. I think a female adventurer suffered a spinal fracture. when the rope snapped and she smashed into a rock. Then she fell into a river. That is what I'm afraid of, but the urge to try the rope swing is still there. The main reason I want to do this obviously because I want to overcome the fear of height. I want to challenge myself and get the experience. Another reason because it looks like an exciting activity. Don't you think so? Where you can freely swing in the air and release your stress by screaming your heart out loud after a long day. That's all about me. I hope this pandemic can be over soon and our country will recover so that I can go out to Kuala Baru for rope swing and give a shot.
The dangerous thing that I have done in my life is water rafting. I went water rafting with my friend to have some fun and keep memories together. These activities are so exciting yet dangerous because we need to follow all the safety instructions by the instructor to avoid us from hit any pistol or fall down into the river. We saw it at the social media before we decided to do it during our matriculation semester break. The feeling when we went through the river are so exciting and make us scream as we went through a narrow road. By doing this kind of activity, it can help me release my stress a bit because I can scream and laugh together with my friend without being judged by anyone, because it will be normal when people scream when doing this kind of dangerous activities. Some people think that this activity is just wasting time, but I believe that in life we need to try something new, even just once in lifetime, to feel the feelings and also get the experience. So I'm not scared to take risks at all and love to discover other dangerous activities like this in the future especially when my financial status become more stable. I can't deny that dangerous activities requires more money because we need to prepare all the safety equipment such as helmet, life jacket, gloves, suitable shoes and other equipment in order to put the safety as our priority. This experience is my best memories. How about others? Can you share your experience?
Hi, Assalamualaikum. In my opinion, the dangerous activity that I would like to do is scuba diving. For your information, scuba diving is the one of extreme sport activity and mainly done for attraction of the unattainable undersea world. Even facing these risks include decompression sickness, artery and embolism, and of course drowning, but it will be enjoyable activity because there will be a special training or a special trained body if required. It is our opportunity to be in that underwater world, even if it's just for a limited of time. Seeing the sharks of variety of fish, corals and critters are enough to put anyone in a good mood because seeing certain color can affect the brain in many different ways. Furthermore, all problem like work issue, family issue and money are forgotten during the dive. Having this time out give the body a chance to rest and bring body and nervous system back to a natural balance. In addition, scuba diving or swimming through the water will strengthen your legs and help to build up your core strength. In future, if we fear of COVID-19, I would like to dive around the top destination of the world, Sipadan Island in Sabah, with over 3,000 species of fish and unusually crowded number of green and high-speed turtle, and hundreds of multi-colored coral species. The diver, including me, will happy because definitely have a underwater field day where sea life is abundant. In conclusion, I would like to have a scuba diving as my dangerous thing.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today I will share with you guys what are the dangerous things that I would like to do and why I want to do it. The first dangerous thing that I want to do is skydiving. I really want to do skydiving at least once in my life. When people talk about skydiving, it makes me feel so excited. Skydiving is one of the most fun and enjoyable activities to do in this world because of the natural chemicals produced in our brain when experiencing it. The reason why I want to do skydiving is because I want to try to overcome my fear on height. Even though I know that skydiving is a dangerous activity where if I make a mistake, it can kill me or I will get seriously injured. The next reason is I want to feel the feeling of free falling and want to see the incredible scenery from the most vantage point. The second dangerous thing that I would like to do is surfing. The reason why I want to do surfing is because I am very curious on how the surfer control and balance their body on the surfboard to prevent themselves from falling in the water when surfing. The next reason is surfing teaches us patience and self-love. There can be a steep learning curve for a beginner to surfing. There's a lot of falling, tumbling and struggling before one can actually stand and ride a wave easily. Surfing requires patience as even seasoned surfers have to wait for a good wave or the perfect weather condition. It also requires you to practice self-acceptance and love as you realize you are not going to catch the wave every time and sometimes you wipe out. So I hope one day I can do surfing and skydiving. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening everyone. So we are here to discuss why some people like doing dangerous things. In my opinion, they like to do dangerous activities because they like to challenge themselves physically and mentally. Maybe they have the same daily routine every day, so they feel bored and want to fill their time by trying dangerous activities. Especially young people like to offer themselves in the face of difficult challenge because that is the way they are happy. They like to take risk and want to be different from others. So they explore new things by doing dangerous activities or sports such as parkour, skydiving, and many more. They want to be very strong to deal with the extreme pressure, either physically or mentally. And of course, they also want a healthy body by doing those activities. Some people able to do dangerous things because facing danger is the way to make them happy. What about you, Shazwani? Do you agree with me?
I agree with you, Isa. Besides, people like to challenge themselves physically and mentally. The other reason why some people like to do dangerous things is because they want to overcome their inner fear and weakness. As we know, people have their own fear and weakness, but the difference is on how they overcome it. Doing dangerous things is one of the solutions for them to overcome it. For instance, I remember the story that my brother shared with me, which is one of his friends was always scared of looking downside from the high altitude. However, after taking training of trekking, he became a great trekker. This meant that doing dangerous things not only can overcome inner fear and weakness, but also can be a great career for someone. Next, some people might curious why other people love to do the dangerous things that they scared the most. So whether they like it or not, they need to overcome it. They need to overcome inner fear by giving themselves the opportunity to try it first. For example, they are curious about why people enjoy skydiving, so they try it despite the fact that it is one of their fear. When they go skydiving, so much. As a result, I strongly support people who engage in risky behavior in order to overcome their inner fear and weakness. So, this proves that people tend to do dangerous things because they want to overcome their inner fear and weakness. About you, Amira, do you agree with me? Good point, Wani, and thank you. In my opinion, people like to do dangerous things because they influenced by the trend in media social. The reason is they want to follow everyone else doing. Many people don't want to experience to fear of missing out, FOMO. By watching something trending in media social or trending in their personal life, they want to join and to be included with them. As we know on TikTok, the popular media social with approximately 800 million of active users, and about 40% of them is between 14 until 24 years old. I think all of you are active user of TikTok, right? These these apps influence behavior and attitude person. Human also constantly looking for approval from their peers and even strangers now. Strangers now. If you can see, there are many dangerous trends that can be found in TikTok. For example, that can be discussed here is the blackout challenge. In this challenge, people need to be holding breath until they pass out. But it can give brain damage and death. The version of this trend is short games that appeared before TikTok. In Time magazine, it was reported, it was reported about 82 children died when this came in US. Look, bad things lead to that. The children should be exposed to the good value because they will lead to the country. In conclusion, influenced by the trend in media social is the reason why people like to do dangerous things. So how about you, Hanif?
Okay, I agree with your point, and I also sure that they decide to do dangerous thing because they want to release their stress. Everyone will experience stress from time to time, and I'm sure that each of us have been experiencing and do everything we can do to feel calm. Okay, I believe that which is some people will do exercise, do something tactile, dancing, or even doing cleaning. Dangerous activities also can be considered as a method to release stress or to neutralize our feeling after feel pressure when doing work or study, getting angry or excessive sadness or others. Um, me myself love to do dangerous activities that can also be safe if we keep our safety as priority. Getting a chance to scream loudly without anyone judging is so relief. Then dangerous things such as going to the theme park or like what my group may have been told, such as parkour, skydiving, bungee jumping, can also avoid us from having high blood pressure, depression, and also anxiety because it can help us to release our stress. Stress may give a serious side effect if we hold it for too long. Many people take stress is a simple things, but yes, stress can lead to many serious health diseases, including mental diseases. When we do this kind of activities, our body will release an enzyme called as adrenaline that will increase our heart rate and boost our energy energy supplies to our bodies. Hence, I believe that dangerous activities can help us in release our stress. But yes, to these activities, a lot can give us side effect also. So sometimes we need to use another method to feel relaxed again, such as eat chocolate or go exercise, meditation, and many more. How about you, Farzana? In your point of view, why do you think some people love to do dangerous activities?
Thank you, Hanis, for your good point. But from my point of view, people tend to do dangerous things because of the urge to know the consequences, especially teenagers who always follow what their friends do. I believe that it's normal for teenagers to want new experiences, although it can be stressful for parents to keep an eye on them. To be precise, teenagers need to explore their own limits and abilities by taking some risks to learn more about themselves and test out their abilities. Stepping into adolescence, they usually want to explore and try everything without taking serious the effect of doing something. Because of this, it is important for the elders like parents, siblings, or teachers to tell them what's wrong and what's good by setting a good role model or example to them. Also, help your child handle peer influence that can give you the good influence instead of bad influence. Moreover, with internet nowadays, it is so easy to influence advertisement. We take the example of taking drugs. Young people with no idea about how dangerous drugs can be to their life will easily interested to try it and then get addicted. Not just dangerous, but also can harm you physically and mentally if don't get treatment fast. So next, how about you, Hazim?
Okay, I'm agree with your point which people feel urged to know to do dangerous thing. For my opinion, people keep doing dangerous thing because these people are addicted to adrenaline produced in their body, which they are literally addicted to the adrenaline that their body synthesizes during dangerous activity. On a subconscious level, the human body realizes the threat and danger and start producing adrenaline, trying to keep the mind as focused as possible. But unfortunately, if a human being gets too frequently in those situations, it addicts itself to adrenaline. Some of the signs of adrenaline addiction include suffering from withdrawal symptoms such as frustration and stress when not participating in the activity, losing interest in other activity and hobbies, continuing to participate in the activity despite negative consequences such as injuries, becoming increasingly addicted to the sport or activity with increasing exposure and experience. From this point, we see when they addicted to dangerous activity, they need to keep doing that activity to release their frustration and stress. This same with horror movie, like when you guys watch horror movie, you feel scared and you know that horror movie literally creepy, but you still keep watch because want to feel their jump scare. Same goes with dangerous activity, which they feel no activity that feel the same, which will get more exposure and experience in their life and keep doing dangerous activity. So that's all about my point.
So I think we have reached the end. And the conclusion for me, I think point from Amira is a good point, which is influenced by trends. Because people usually use social media in their life, in their daily life, such as uh, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, or games, or maybe by influenced by friends. Uh, this will encourage people from all ages to do the trend, and because they want to follow the trend and look up to date. So how about you, Kiza?
Uh, I agree with Shazwani's point just now. By doing dangerous things, they can overcome their inner fear and weakness. This is because some people do dangerous things because that's their job. So, for example, we can see firefighter always facing danger when rescuing people, such as fire, drowning, trap, catching dangerous and poisonous animals, and others. In addition, police officers too have to deal with criminals who may be armed. So through their work, they can overcome their fearness and will become braver because they need to face danger when they're working. So what about you, Haris?
Okay, even though I think that dangerous thing can really help in releasing stress, I also agree with Shazwani's point, which is to overcome their inner fear and weakness. Because in psychology, they say that to overcome some of our trauma in something, we need to overcome it by facing. For example, if we scared of height, we can do bungee jumping or ride a roller coaster to overcome it. Do you also agree with Shazwani's points, Hasib?
I still agree with my point because like when people first time do the dangerous activity and to overcome their inner fear and weakness, they can feel the adrenaline in their body and maybe some of them feel excited with it and also same like the point to challenge themselves physically and mentally. So this feeling make them keep doing dangerous activity, and without realizing it, they addicted to adrenaline. When they addicted to adrenaline, they want to keep doing dangerous activity because they want to feel the adrenaline flow in their body. But overall, I think Wani point is a great point, which I agree with their point to overcome their inner fear and weakness, because people always like to try the new thing that they not have a courage. So that's all. How about you, Amira? Did you agree?
Farzana, I think we are on the same page as people influenced by trend in media social to do the dangerous thing because they idolize the celebrity or famous people like famous YouTuber or famous TikTokers that having a million followers. People will consider anything that they do or prefer as a gospel and follow blindly because it makes them feel at par with those icons. But I personally agree with Wani's point, which is to overcome fear is the reason people look to do dangerous things. There are another example that we can make the comparison, which is uh, for if the Insta famous or YouTuber famous trying to eat spicy food like ramen, so the fans will follow them because they try to taste the ramen to think what the ramen, and with that they need to overcome their fear. That's all for me. So Wani, what's your opinion?
I stick with my point that people do dangerous things because they want to overcome their inner fear and weakness, based on my previous description. So I will give you one more example. People who have overcome their fear by trying skydiving, even though skydiving is a dangerous activity. And I believe that I believe that the best way to overcome fear is by exposure to that fear. That's all from me.
Mm, so I think we have the major division for this. Division is people do dangerous things to overcome their inner fear or weakness. Uh, so that's all from us. Thanks and bye.